It's week 4 of the 2022 season, and we'll be watching the Falcons' towering tight end. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Falcons and the Browns, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Full football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction, one of the most exciting players in all of sports, now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Evans here.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they took the tough loss in the opener, CD, but since then they've rebounded to win 2 straight.
And that's exactly what you want to see from your team early on, how they can bounce back from adversity. The Week 1 loss, that absolutely stung. But how about how hard they've worked in the couple of weeks since? And now they're moving back in the right direction.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They'll go with Jones. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jackrabbit Jenkins.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. Shifts. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. That's some good yardage before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he's brought down. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Patterson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Taken down at the 42.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the Jets sweep, here's Chase.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Finds his man. It's Kohler.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Charlie Kohler,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have moved out in front.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was finished off by Charlie Kohler's touchdown catch. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And Cooks has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes going to throw. This to Jarwin. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Pass out left finds Kohler.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Here comes Reed.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That's caught by Howard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now,
and that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. A.J. Brown from 8 yards out.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone, and they hit him for the completion for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Rodgers.
On the slant, this is Kohler.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Rodgers. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Gets around him. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun. Rodgers.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tucker's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught, left side, Hopkins. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out, and he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
It's Myers again with another catch.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tucker's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll go again to Jones. A little juke. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Mahomes to throw once more. Another completion right back to Patterson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Chase, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Here's a give to Jones running left. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. He will find his man Chase, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. A good pickup there at 22.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. On the crossing route, he finds Kohler. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. Going right back to Kohler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man right side, Myers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jacoby Myers, his 1st touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Patterson.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught by Kohler.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
Finds his man, it's Kohler.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The give is to Jones.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, the return is Reed.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And Cooks has it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 3 yards out. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Falcons ready to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. A give to Jones. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Jones. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Patrick Mahomes in the offense, down by 13, a minute 14 to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mahomes to throw it. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Mahomes. There again is Cooks, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Mahomes throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.